All right.
Sports coverage of the national
These
football
niggas
league on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Jones. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is... really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Falcons nothing. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big pickup there on the run.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Looking to throw. Jones. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Goff on first down. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. From the 50, it's Goff. They will find Davis. That's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And spins away. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
2nd and 2. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Jones. Off play action. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Jones throw here, taken in by Knox. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg. Jones flushed out right. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the interception, here's Goff.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it?
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Van Jefferson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect effect, man. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he's got some space here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Goff on 3rd down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jones now throwing on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds here. Touchdown, Falcons. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good.
Touchdown! Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw again. Going up top for Kupp. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
And this is secured by the Patriots. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
right, Coach. Thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast,
and all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
But Justin Jefferson coming off such a sensational rookie year. He wows him again here with big yardage after the catch.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Jones.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Jones on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Play action. It's gone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defense.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing Jones. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Flush to his right. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack on 1st down, Jones escaping the pressure right. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here's Jones looking to throw on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Jones now to throw on third down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Touchdown, Falcons! Van Jefferson, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain play. And it's 3rd down.
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Van Jefferson, 34 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's hauled in by Shepard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's out right at the 25. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. Touchdown. Marcel Aitman, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. Flushed out right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Touchdown Falcons. Van Jefferson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Goff's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Gone. First down and much more for Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, 44 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Gold to add the extra point. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Room here to run.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Jones.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Jones throwing on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Patriots are right back in this football game.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Pats are right back in this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. There's Goff.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
And that's complete to Davis. And he is out of bounds. 20 seconds to go as he does pick up a first down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a first down throw. Goff.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson.
And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different
Man, lost my game.
So for the Falcons, it's a win that's been a long time coming as they finally win one after 9 straight losses. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6.
I had so many picks that game. That shit
week for a date
They
with the
just
Tennessee Titans.